Okay, so I'm going to take a little detour today because something's been driving me nuts, and it may be driving you nuts. As you may know, I'm a big advocate of using GitHub to store your stuff so it doesn't get lost, and you can always get older versions. If you're in a professional environment, odds are you're using it at work. But recently, they started requiring two-factor. Now, what that means is when you log in, it's now going to require you to use something like Authy or Authenticator to generate a code. So when you log in, more securely, because if someone doesn't have your phone, they can't get into your account. But that also impacts trying to do a push. And so that's what I'm going to, when you're trying to interact from the command line. So the first thing you have to do is you have to go into settings, developer settings. Let's see if I can, developer settings, and go to personal access tokens, and then generate new token. Now, I just gave myself everything, and I don't know if that's necessary. The example I saw that you didn't have to, but I was trying to get this thing to work. But here's the key. Well, first of all, when you do a git pull, you want to use, like when you go to a repository. So I got, let's say, clock. This is an old one. So what you would need to do is encode. They recommend now you use, I believe, well, now I'm trying to remember. I used HTTPS, and it seems to work fine for checking out. I'm trying to remember if now they recommend SSH, and you have to create an SSH key. But what I ended up doing is the key thing here, and that's what I'm going to show you, is, let me move it where you can see it, because right now you can't. Look. In your directory where your code is, you have there's a .git directory, and in that there's a file called config. Now what you need to do is under remote origin, you have to, between the HTTPS / and the rest of this, you've got to add your username, colon, and then the key that you generated. Let's see, let me go back here. Can you still see? Yeah, I think you can see. So when you went to settings, developer settings, and you did personal access token, and you generated a new token, what it's going to give you the token, which is a series of letters and numbers. It looks like a really long password. Now this is important. This is critical. They only let you see it when you are creating it. So what you have to do is, and I'm a big believer in getting a using something like M-Secure, Dashlane, what's some of the other ones, AltPass, or there are a number of password management applications. Dashlane is very well regarded. I've used M-Secure for some time. You can use, in fact, I use multiple ones. But what you need to do is you need to save that long password it generates and put it in your password management system or someplace where you can get to it. Because then what you're going to do here, like I said, is you're going to, right here, you would do your username, colon, and then that pass key. That will allow you to once again do your pushes and your pulls and all that stuff. Because now it has the information it needs to handle the authentication. So, very important, and like I said, I've been using, I think they do recommend HTTPS, which is what I tend to use anyway. Like I said, you can probably do SSH if you create an SSH key, but HTTP, once you know this little trick here about putting your username and that key right between the / and the GitHub, it's, let me see if I could. Is it? So it would be, so mine is, whoop, I'm over here. So it would be Zeppelin, colon, pass, token. I'm going to put token in here. At github.com, and the token in the brackets is going to be, you're going to replace that with your generated token. Like I said, and let me emphasize, they only let you see it when you create it, so it must be saved someplace you can get to it. Okay, because if you don't do that, you're gonna have to create you're gonna have to create a new one, because it is no longer gonna work. It's not. You're not gonna be able to retrieve it. It's not like you can go look it up or make it visible. No, it's only visible when you create it. So and that's for security. If someone gets into your account, you don't want to be able to see this. That's the whole point of adding two-factor. And where feasible, I'm an advocate for two-factor, because that keeps the wrong people out of your account, particularly your bank accounts and your investment accounts and things of that nature. Anything that's important, you want, and if they let you use two-factor, that is, then take advantage of it. You put Authenticator or Authy or one of those on, or both of those on your phone, and you're good to go. It's just going to make you type in that extra code. And some of you might have been using this at work, similar thing at work for years. We get those, they call them key fobs, those little thingamabobs that your company gives you, so that when you try to log into the company sites, the email or what have you, you log in and then you put in the little token. So that's what I want to talk about. Like I say, it can, if you when I tried to get it to work after two-factor came in, I tried to, first I just tried doing it as usual, wouldn't work. Then I read, oh, you want to just put in your username and token. That never worked for me. And then I found this where you can put you put it right in your config file under your .git directory. And any directory that you're using GitHub in, any project you're using GitHub in, is going to have a .git directory. And like I said, I'm a big advocate of using GitHub to to protect your stuff you write.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
My phone. I'm a big advocate of getting using GitHub to protect your code, protect the stuff you're working on, so it doesn't go missing, or you make a mistake. And this is, if you work professionally, I'm sure you've done it. You've made a mistake, and all of a sudden you have no way of retrieving your previous version. Well, if you have it up in GitHub, you could do a comparison, or you can just clean everything out and download the latest version is good, and take it from there, and you should be able to quickly recover. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful, and hopefully if you have been baffled by these changes to GitHub, this will allow you to clear it up and get your pushes and pulls and everything working again. So if you find this useful, please subscribe to the channel. Please ring the bell. Please give it a like. Please tell your friends who might be interested. And I will speak to you next time.